So here with Utah State linebacker John Miller, and obviously you played here last year at Utah State. Just want to ask, what brought you to Utah State, coming from Oregon State?
What brought me over here was kind of just like a better opportunity. I kind of wanted to, I was at a point in my career where I wanted to finish it the way I wanted to finish it, and I was on the field. So I wanted to find a better opportunity, and Utah State was that better opportunity for me. And I took it, and it worked out well. And I got to see a lot of playing time last year and got on the field a lot. So I was very excited about my decision.
So when you left Oregon State, if I'm remembering the timeline right, the kind of chaos there because the Pac-12's falling apart.
Mm-hmm.
And then you come to Utah State, and then by the time the season starts, it's announced Utah State's going to be in the Pac-12 with Oregon State. I don't know if your eligibility is going to carry you into that.
No, it won't.
So you're not going to be part of that.
Yeah.
But what was it like for you spending so much time at Oregon State, coming to Utah State, and suddenly after the fact, they're going to be connected?
Yeah, it's pretty wild, and it's even crazier to think. Back in 2021, we actually at Oregon State we played Utah State in the LA Bowl, and we got beat pretty bad.
Yeah.
So I've seen a lot of Utah State, and it's kind of always been around, and I've always thought it was a good program to be in the Pac-12. And then when the Pac-12 blew up, it was pretty. I felt like it was pretty obvious that Utah State was going to get pulled in, but just didn't know the time frame. And like you said, my eligibility won't carry me through, so it's okay. But I have my time in the Pac, but I'm excited for Utah State in it.
So I guess with I forgot that you played at Utah State in that 2021 season.
Mm-hmm.
Was that just kind of a spark in the back of your mind that brought you to Utah State, or did you kind of like maybe you forgot you'd played Utah State until suddenly you were being recruited by them?
No, I definitely knew once I got recruited by them, I knew that like this is a team that could beat Power 5 schools, and they're a team that can do a lot of good things. And I saw that in the coaching staff and everything, and the players here. So I was like, I got to take my talents there and see what that's like. And it was a great choice for me, honestly. I feel like.
So speaking of connections, your best game statistically was against Bronco Mendenhall's New Mexico team. You had like 2 sacks, 3 tackles for loss, like 8 or 9 tackles or something like that. Was that a good tryout for you to play under his defense?
Yeah, looking back, it really paid off. I can't lie. And I found that really funny too. Once I figured out it was going to be Bronco, I was like, wow, I had my best game of the year against him. So that was pretty funny. But at least I know what they're getting out of me, and I'm excited to give them even more. So I'm happy about it.
So how much do you feel like you can build on last year? Because last year you played a decent amount of snaps, but there's room for you to grow into like being one of the key players on this team. How much do you feel like you can grow with that, being a key player on this defense?
I think I can grow tremendously. I feel like this whole program is about growth. It's about consistently getting better, having high expectations. So I've set high expectations for myself, and I know the coaching staff has. And so I'm just working my way to get there and keep stacking on what I did last year and continue to build momentum and continue to keep moving forward.
So what do you feel like you want fans to know most about this team? Obviously, they're not going to get to see a whole lot of it with the kind of the close practices and all. What do you want fans to know about this team that they're not going to quite get to see until a UTEP game?
I would say just know that we have been working extremely hard. We are a group that is going to continue to push through perseverance. If you see us down, we're going to fight back. We're going to claw back with everything we got. And so just know that we're not going to give up. We're going to keep fighting. And you can count on the Aggies.
What have you seen kind of from the front 7 or front 6, that box, the linebackers and defensive linemen? Because last year there was some issues. Of course, there are also some injuries.
A lot of injuries.
And so that had an impact on some of the performance. What have you seen from that group as far as the improvements they can make on what you guys had last season?
I think that group has put in so much work over spring ball, seeing them grow through spring, and then all of the work they've been putting in the summer. I'm so excited to see them kind of unleash themselves on people other than us, because they've been just beating up on we've been just beating up on each other the whole time. But finally, when we get to have a different color lineup across us, I feel like they're really going to get after them. The front 7 is going to be something that we're going to have to stamp onto our defense as what we do, because we need to be able to stop the run.
All right. Thank you very much, John Miller.